Question 16. What are the cursors in InPage? Answer. As you move the mouse on the screen, the cursor shape changes to reflect the kind and status of the object immediately underneath. If the currently selected tool in the tool strip is a creation tool, then the cursor is always a cross. If you have selected an arrow cursor, then the cursor shape is always an arrow cursor. On the other hand, if you have selected an IBEAM tool, then the cursor shape is always arrow cursor except on top of the handles of a selected objects, where the cursor becomes an arrow indicating the direction of resize. Question 17. What is the document area in InPage? Answer. The document area is where you can create and edit various kinds of objects like text boxes, picture boxes, graphic boxes, lines etc. This area is made up of visible pages and global pasteboard area around the visible pages. Pasteboard is for temporary storage of objects on pasteboard do not form part of the document and are not printed out. Question 18. What is status bar page scroll button in InPage? Answer. If the master page button is selected on, then the page scroller lets you scroll the master pages. If the master page button is off, then you can scroll the document pages. You can scroll by clicking the left and right arrow of the page scroller. You can also go to a specific page by entering that page number and pressing enter. Return. Question 19. What is status bar master page button in InPage? Answer. Master page button allows you to view either the master pages or the document pages. If the master page button is selected on, then you can view and work on the master pages. On the other hand, if it is off, then you can view and work on the document pages. Question 20. What is ribbon in InPage? Answer. As you move about selecting and unselecting objects or text, the ribbon changes to display the correct attributes of the selected object or text. It also allows you to modify one or more attributes of the object or text. There are 6 types of ribbon. Object attributes ribbon. One or more of InPage objects, text box, title text box, picture box, graphic box, line are selected. Text attributes ribbon, picture edit ribbon, inline graphics ribbon, tabs ribbon, paste ribbon. When neither object nor text is selected, ribbon is either blank or reflects the ribbon for the selected tool. Question 21. What is toggle language in InPage? Answer. The language toggle command lets you switch between English, Urdu and Sindhi entry mode. You can either use CTRL space key combination or the toggle menu command from the language menu to switch between these language entry modes. The selected language gets displayed in the status bar at the bottom of the window. In the Urdu entry mode, you can not only type Urdu but Arabic, Persian, and other Perso-Arabic scripts. Usually a keyboard is provided for each language that is there. For changing the selected keyboard, you will need to go to the keyboard preferences in the preferences menu item of the edit menu. Question 22. What elements make up the InPage window? Answer. Toggle for English, Urdu, Sindhi entry tools, ribbon, status bar, rulers, document area, scroll bars. Question 23. What is Kripke software protection in InPage? Answer. If your software comes with a software protection, then you will need to get the correct site key after emailing the site code to the appropriate email address. The details of this will get automatically displayed when you launch InPage for the first time. If you are using Windows NT, please ensure that you are logged in with administrative privileges before installing InPage. Question 24. What is Net Hasp LAN dongle in InPage? Answer. This dongle is red in color. The dongle is attached to the parallel port of the machine which you wish to make a server. The server need not be dedicated. The terminology server is used to signify that a software called license manager will run on this machine. The license manager is a file called nhsrvw32x found inside the server subdirectory inside Hasp. Question 25. What is USB memo Hasp dongle in InPage? Answer. This dongle is blue in color and is attached to the Universal Serial Bus (USB) port of your machine. Before attaching it to the USB port of your machine, please confirm that in the integrated peripheral settings in the BIOS setup when your machine is starting to boot up, you have enabled the USB controller. Also, first install InPage from the CD, then run InPage as per instructions below. InPage will automatically install, update the HASP driver and will prompt you to restart your machine. Now is the time for you to attach your USB dongle. Question 26. What is parallel port memo HASP dongle? Answer. This dongle is white in color and is attached to the parallel port of your machine. There are two ends of the dongle. One end of the dongle gets attached to the parallel port of your machine. The printer cable gets attached to the other end of dongle. To install the dongle onto your machine, please follow these steps. If your computer is already connected to the printer, ensure that the printer is switched off. Remove the printer cable from the computer end. Attach one end, male end, of the dongle to the parallel port and screw it tight using the built-in screws provided with the dongle. Now you can attach the printer cable onto this dongle. You can switch on your printer if you wish to use it immediately. The dongle does neither interfere with any other application already installed on your machine nor with any other functionality of your computer like printing etc. Once you have correctly and firmly attached the dongle, you can begin installing InPage from the supplied floppy disks. Question 27. How to lay out an Urdu-English dictionary? Answer. Insert table by using the table menu item in the insert menu. Specify number of columns, 2 in this case, required along with its width if any. If you do not specify the width of the column, the text box width will be divided by number of columns required and you will get the default column width. Select the right column and click on Arabic character alignment button. Select the left column and click on the Latin character alignment button. Now start in Urdu entry mode and enter Urdu text. Once the text has been entered in a cell, press Tab. In this cell, switch to English entry mode and enter the English text. Repeat the above steps to completely enter all the Urdu and English text. Question 28. How to lay out a ghazal by using style sheet functionality? Answer. Create a style sheet by choosing the style sheet menu item from the format menu and clicking on the new button in the ensuing style sheet dialog. Enter the name of the new style sheet as, let's say, Right, and click on OK button. Now click on the paragraph button and specify the beginning indent from left as 5 cm and end indent from right as 2 cm. Also choose the alignment as forced justify. Enter the keyboard shortcut for the style sheet as R. Make another style sheet and call it left with keyboard shortcut as L. Specify the beginning indent as 2 cm and end indent as 5 cm. Once you have these style sheets, you can use Ctrl plus Shift plus R and Ctrl plus Shift plus L to apply the style sheet to the current paragraphs. First apply Ctrl plus Shift plus R and enter first 2 lines of Urdu text. Now apply Ctrl plus Shift plus L and enter next 2 lines of Urdu text. Repeat the last 2 steps till you have entered the complete ghazal. Question 29. How to use diacritical marks and special symbols? Answer. InPage allows you to use all the diacritical or Arabs marks used in Urdu, Arabic, Kashmiri and other Perso-Arabic scripts. For details, view the keyboard through Keyboard Preferences. Many special symbols have also been provided. Some of these can be entered using the keyboard whereas others can be inserted in the text box from the symbol menu. Question 30. How to use mathematical equations in InPage? Answer. First run equation editor. In InPage, position your caret at the point where you wish to insert the equation. Now go to equation editor. By using standard Windows application switching shortcut key sequence Alt-Tab. Type in the equation in the equation editor. Copy the equation from the editor and then paste it in InPage at the caret position. You will notice that the equation gets pasted as an inline picture. Thus at any point in the text you can paste such equations. Because these equations get pasted as Windows meta file, there will not be any loss in print quality when you take a print out.